Hi, I'm Kristie Harkins, the Chief Marketing Officer here at OTC Markets Group, and we're really excited today. We've just wrapped up the IR Magazine Small Cap Awards, and I'm joined by Ben Ashwell, the editor at IR Magazine, and we thought we'd do a quick recap as to how the day went. So Ben, how did you enjoy the day?
Absolutely loved it. I mean, first of all, thanks so much for having us here at OTC Markets. It's wonderful to be here in your new offices. And this is our third year of partnering on this event, and really we see it going from strength to strength. I think it's great to see the conversations elevated, the quality of the award nominations elevated, and the number of the people in the room also increasing. So we've had a great day.
I was just also really excited to see how many people asked questions. So I think really speaks to just the fact that the panels were really interesting and engaging to people and left people wanting more, which I think is always a sign of a great event overall.
Absolutely, and I think for us, one of the things that we've partnered with between IR Magazine and OTC Markets is thinking about specific investor relations challenges for small and micro cap companies, because often that can get kind of lost in the noise of sort of large mega cap, mid cap companies when we think about IR best practices. And so it's great to come to an event like this and discuss that specifically. Yeah.
Well, and I think really have that chance to have a forum that's specifically about what are those unique challenges that small cap companies face from an IR perspective.
Yeah.
And so to that note, you've been through all of the panels, you've moderated many of them. What were your three key takeaways or things you'd want to share overall that came out during the event today?
Sure, yeah. I think the first one would be that we heard the words company-sponsored research popped up in numerous different panels. What's really interesting is for public companies that maybe don't have analyst coverage or want to think about kind of owning the story beyond maybe the limited analyst coverage that they have. We heard from several different panels that the acceptance of company-sponsored research is certainly improving. The reputation of that research is improving, and it seems like a very sort of valid route for small and micro-cap companies to think about if it's right for them. So I'd say that was takeaway number one. The second takeaway would be we just wrapped up a really interesting kind of buy-side panel with a couple of portfolio managers specifically looking at the small cap space. And they were asked whether they are more likely to take a phone call if it's directly from an investor relations professional at a small cap versus a broker. And they said, absolutely. We would absolutely be more interested in taking that phone call. And so that to me seemed like a really empowering message of like, don't be afraid to pick up the phone and call these people.
And I thought how interesting that it happens just so infrequently that they really said, yes, I actually would take that.
That's right. They said they receive a lot of calls from agencies, IR agencies representing small caps, but not investor relations people at small caps themselves. So I thought that was really interesting. And then the final point was the panel that you and I were just on, which was really about connecting the dots between your IR program and your digital communications strategy. About, I think one of the takeaways was if you have a marketing team, take them out for coffee, because you can really think about connecting those dots and measuring the impact you're having online. So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here. We had a great time again, celebrating with IR Magazine and really in all the panel discussions. So thank you so much for your continued partnership. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much for hosting us.
Thank you.